Good morning. I'm Russ Milheim from the Direct. It's great to speak with you today about Kingstown.
Likewise, likewise. Thanks
Uh,
for having me.
of course, I have to warn you, I'm getting over a cold, so my voice will probably crack a time or two. So,
Hey, me too, man. I'm with you on that. I'm getting over it myself. So yeah,
well, I've seen the first three episodes, and great job so far. It's turning out to be a pretty interesting season.
yeah, it's the
Uh, you
best
know,
one.
com compared to the previous two seasons, what has been your favorite part about what season three is bringing to the table?
It's the stakes. Just when you think the stakes couldn't get any higher, they find a way to. And I think there's a line in season two in which my character says when he's talking to Mike, and he says, "If you pardon my language," he says, "Just when you think this shit couldn't get any worse, this bitch finds a way." And it's that I think that is essentially the story of Kingstown. Just when you think things couldn't get any worse than they currently are, the stakes get higher, and it's like, oh my gosh, well, what is going on here? And yeah, and people seem to find the humanity in all of that chaos. So yeah,
Yeah, no, yeah, things are getting crazier and crazier.
yeah,
What was it like? I wanted to ask, what is it like being back on set with Jeremy Renner after his accident in 2023?
it was fantastic, man. The guy is just, yeah, he's his accident has sort of brought it's kind of made me reflect on my own life, to be honest with you, because he's approached it in such a fearless manner that I have to look at myself and kind of try to understand what exactly I am afraid of in this life and why I'm afraid of these things, or why I hesitate towards certain things. I mean, this is somebody who literally he had a near death experience. Like he was an inch away from dying, and he's come out of it, and he has a positive. It's he has a very positive perspective, even despite the horror that he's been through. So that speaks to not only his strength, but I guess his vitality, and also just the kind of person that he is. And it's a lesson that I take for myself. So it was brilliant getting back to work. Actually, I learned a few life lessons. Yeah, on set.
Yeah, no, it's wild watching it. It's like you can't even really tell. It's like, nothing ever happened.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And I think his team, his family and his team have also sort of have also kind of allowed him to be able to be vulnerable and also to work. Do you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's that's really what it's about. Do you know what I mean?
Now, Bunny and Mike have had a long relationship throughout the show. What does season three bring to their dynamic that you feel is new and fresh?
As the stakes get higher, this trust gets tested, but in a very different way. Um, um, I won't speak too much about that. I will just leave you with that one.
That's fair. Um, Now, when it comes to you as an actor, and bringing this character to life, what would you say is one key experience in your own life that you would not have been able to do this role without having experienced?
My wife, I wouldn't have if I hadn't met my wife, if I hadn't um, experienced my wife and experienced, I guess, um, the difficulties in actually getting into the career and just in my life in general. I don't think I would have been able to tap into, I wouldn't have been able to tap into the character with as much depth as I'm currently able to do. But my wife is a very key component. In fact, she's the reason for all of this. She directed my self-tape. She gives me a perspective that I haven't seen. She's not in the industry. She's not an actor. She just watches good TV shows, and because of that, she's able to give me a very real answer um,
Yeah.
on things. And yeah, so my wife.
I mean, that's a great answer. That's a great answer. Is there a particular actor or character who you kind of wish you could have more screen time with in the show?
Oh, all of them, mate. All of them. All of them. Love to have a scene with Hamish, who plays Robert Sawyer. Um, I would love to have a scene with Ian, with Hugh Dillon. I would love to have a scene with Derek Webster. I would love to have a scene with Derek. Yeah, I would love to have more scenes with everybody, to be honest with you, because the cast outside of just being great actors, we actually hung out a lot afterwards, and they were all great people. I would love to have more scenes with Michael Beach also. Michael Beach, that guy, yeah.
Got to get arrested for that one, I feel like.
I know.
Might not be good things for your character. Um, Now I have a question that I feel like I don't know if you'll have much to say about it, but I have to ask, somebody is out to get Bunny. You obviously can't say who and you can't reveal the details, but can you tease to fans kind of how that mystery is going to unfold throughout the season?
Well, basically, what happens is if you watch when the episode comes out, you'll see
You know, that's
it.
that's breaking news right there. Now people know
Yeah,
and they are going to be ready. Uh,
yeah.
have you heard anything about a potential season 4 yet? How does the future of the show
No,
look?
I haven't heard anything. I don't know what's happening with it. I think with these things, I believe you kind of have to gauge how the current season is doing
Hmm.
before any sort of news will be put out. But if I try not to follow things like that because it kind of sends my anxiety through the roof. So
Yeah, yeah.
I just let me just control what I can, and I'm just yeah.
Quality wise, it's doing great. So I would have to hope that that means more seasons are to come.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that,
Eh,
Russ. I'm with you.
Now, hypothetically, if a season 4 goes forward, what would you like to explore? And you kind of maybe touched upon it with some of these actors that you want to have more scenes with, but what is an aspect of money that you would like to explore more of that you feel just hasn't gotten enough attention? Not in a bad way, just that you just want to see more of it.
Honestly, I would like to see more of why we saw glimpses of it in season two, but I would like to see more of why Bunny is Bunny.
Hmm.
I would like to see. I would like that. But like I said, we saw it in season two. There's a shocking. He has a very shocking penchant for violence, a physical he's physically imposing. So if we can get to see not just the humorous sides of it, but also the darker aspects of his character, I would like to explore that and how sort of that develops, throughout the story. I would like to see that.
This is all sounding like your dream season might be your character getting arrested. I'm seeing a lot of,
Um,
you're gonna get into some bigger trouble and you get all these scenes with all these actors and uh,
yeah,
you
we
know,
just fingers crossed.
yeah. How would you say, your work on Kingstown has helped you grow as an actor? Like what if you could pinpoint one particular thing, what would you point to?
Honestly, season one, my first day on set. I think I've mentioned this in like interviews in previous seasons and stuff. But season one, my first day on set, I met Taylor Sheridan on set. He was directing one of the episodes, and on that day, I saw Jeremy and Kyle Chandler doing a scene by the water, by the river, and this was in Toronto, and I remember um, seeing for the first time, watching it from a distance, you can't tell what's going on. But when you go to the monitors and you see on the screen um, the amount of detail that they put into the characters, it all shows, and there's a million things happening. You can literally see each decision being made, and that was when I learned in that moment, screen acting for me
Yeah.
properly. Yeah.
Well, thank you for talking to me about the show. I look forward to how the rest of the season develops and no insult, but I'll cross my fingers for your character to get arrested. I'm gonna
No, maybe
hope
not.
for the
I don't really
worst, but
like it.
best.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe like some scenes that's not quite a prison, but maybe not. I don't want to rule. I don't want to do prison scene. I'm done with that.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Well, thank you very much.
All right, cheers, man.